Hello and welcome to episode 187 of Naija's Geeking Out, your favorite comic book podcast with the Naija twist. We are back. It's a full house. The quartet is here again. Right, and we're going to talk to you about comic books today. Today, how are you doing?
I'm good. Well, not exactly comic books today,
Ah,
but yeah.
these guys are asleep.
Okay, we're going to talk to you about comic book related stuff.
Okay.
Like that's clearly even the listeners understood.
Good
So,
save. Very good
no, no,
save.
no, no.
Mm,
Like
mm.
today, continue. Carry on.
No,
You
yeah,
two.
no, I said I'm what you're giving up already.
Because I don't even understand. Obviously, it was Red. How you
What
doing?
was clear? We've been talking about comic books for the past few weeks. Today we're not talking about
Red.
comic books. Make that
I'm
clear on time.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing
Thank
well.
you. Thank you. That one.
Yes, I'm very good.
Moving on. Moving on. Don't worry.
Ah,
Let's-
what's
right.
going on
So
here?
today we have TV. We have one trailer. We have one comic book announcement, and we have loads of TV. So let's get right into it. So this week today, tell us about this Plastic Man Black label that was announced. What do we know?
Yes. So Plastic Man Black is a Black Label comic titled Plastic Man No More, which is the story of how does Plastic Man die. What caught our eye was the poster for it. It was like Plastic Man in a what's it called? In an art gallery. And it was a very beautiful looking poster. Even one of our artist friends, one of our bougie artist friends, was able to catch the references of all the painters there, from Bacon to Francis Bacon to Liechtenstein and things like that. So it shows a lot of references went into that. But I think the summary is the writer Cantwell was thinking, okay, how does Plastic Man die? And it goes into the idea of how does plastic melt. And he says expect a lot of Cronenberg kind of art in
Ah,
this book.
ah,
Yeah,
I see, I see, I see. You know
yeah.
what? What do we think about Plastic Man? I've always been really, really fascinated by Plastic Man. I quite like him a lot. What is our general? What is our take on Red thoughts on Plastic Man?
I don't care about. I've not cared about Plastic Man since the 80s.
Okay,
Okay.
that one, Plastic Man.
I I like him, and there've been a few takes where they've made him seem like this comedic character, but who's super powerful when used right. So I like that take. Um, Early in the 70s, 80s, obviously it was like a joke, you know, basically. But I think so. Out of all these stretchy people, he's my number two favorite.
Okay,
Behind.
today
Well,
Plastic
Reed
Man.
first,
Of course, you know
Plastic
that
second,
you would like the abusive husband.
and that other idiot last.
Plastic.
Wow. Wow. Oh,
Today, what's your take
wow.
on Plastic Man?
God.
Today, what's your
Wow.
take on Plastic Man?
Like, I've always, my interest in Plastic Man is even less interest in the character, but like how people perceive him. Because I don't get like, there's a huge fascination with, oh, Plastic Man is this, Plastic Man is wonderful. Like, there's this huge cult following he has that I find very interesting for such a comedic character. I think because he has shown flashes of brilliance in some acts. But yeah,
I think well the reason why I like Plastic Man is like that was said is an extremely powerful character who excuse me who in my opinion has not been used to his full potential at all. Um, there was a big opportunity for DC during that whole heavy metal, was it heavy metal, where he was
yeah,
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
egg or whatever.
Dark metal.
Dark metal, yeah, dark
Yeah.
metal, heavy metal, yeah. And this is effectively a character that is he's like the maker without the intelligence. Like, he doesn't need to eat, doesn't need to drink. He just basically doesn't have a standard nervous system as anybody would understand it. Can actually change the density of his body. Making himself like super hard, diamond hard, or and he's effectively immortal. But for some reason, nobody has been able to fully explore the character. He just shows up in flashes, like you said. So I really, really, really like Plastic Man. I think that a lot could be done with him. But again, he's been underused. So the art of that Black Label comic really caught my eye because there's some part of it that looks like he's melting like wax, and I can see that. I just wonder what the last days of Plastic Man would hold. I'm very, very intrigued by this Black Label comic book and what happened with his, because I know he had a son and he had a wife, so I'm
Yep.
curious to see how they will, um,
Featuring it.
yeah, exactly how they will depict this. Red, that what did you see the this comic book or the cover rather?
I've I've just literally looked at a few of the images like 5 minutes ago, and it intrigues me. It's always intrigued me that, and I think this kind of format suits Platinum best. One of Black Label type. I think this is where somebody could take the best advantages of using Platinum Man because it's not you're not
Yes,
writing a long story that's going on forever.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I'm quite looking forward to this.
yeah,
Yeah, because when you talk about the history of Plastic Man, it's like part of the fascination is that there have been so many attempts to make a movie of him. There have been so many appearances. Like I think at one point it was rumored Keanu Reeves was going to star in a Plastic Man movie. Kevin
oh, good
Smith was
choice.
talking about an unnamed Plastic Man movie, and he has always been appearing in all these different projects. So it's like, okay, it's there's a
Yeah,
lot of history within the fan base about Plastic Man.
yeah.
Seriously.
Is it is
I wonder
is
what
it the
James Gunn would think about
is it the
Plastic.
only live action? Is he the only stretchy hero that was not got a live action ever?
Oh, elongated man has never been on live action, has he?
Yeah, no, we've had Elevator Man in Flash.
But not what, the
In the movie?
movie.
No, in the TV series, live action.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We see the live
Oh,
action
Oh, I
of
didn't
him.
see. I never saw him there. Okay, I never got to that
Yeah,
season.
he was in the latter seasons.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's
And
fine.
okay, that's interesting. But yeah, okay.
Okay, when is this going to be released?
I think September this year.
Okay, September this year.
So we'll definitely be reading that book. Definitely, I'm looking forward to it.
oh no,
Very good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cantwell, it's not a bad writer at all. I've liked a lot of his stuff in the past as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's not a name that puts me off. Let's put it that way. I just
Yeah.
trying to test them. I just trying to test them who predicts who. Oh my god, he
Plastic
predicts.
Man is old.
Yeah, I didn't realize how old he is. 1941.
Yeah, it's like it was before
Oh wow.
DC. It's
Yeah,
quality comics kind of old.
yeah. I never realized
Yeah,
that. Okay, okay.
yeah. It's a very old. So yeah, we'll be seeing him in the comic book soon, and yeah, we'll be reading that.
Okay.
Hopefully, it joins the annals of DC classic graphic novels because they are very good at that.
Like you tell us every time you get a
Every
chance.
single time to remind you.
Okay, moving on to more DC stuff. Animated world this time, and the trailer for Watchmen animation dropped. For the first part of the Watchmen animation dropped this
No,
week. So, what are your thoughts, Dapo?
no,
Have you seen it?
I've not actually seen it.
Okay, Red, have you seen it?
so I saw it. So I'm confused. Who, if anybody can answer this question, is it a new take or they're just reanimating the comic and the movie? Because what I saw seemed like the narrative was just the same all over again.
It looks That's
yes,
what it looks like to me.
If that's the case, I'll say why. I don't think it's necessary.
it sells.
It
Can I, can I,
sells.
can I, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Is the animation excellent?
It was good, yes.
It's DC animation.
It's okay.
DC
It's standard
animation.
DC animation. Yeah, it's not bad.
It
It's not bad.
started. It started
It's
with Rorschach, the same way the comic started.
Right. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
better than the if you've been watching it. I think that way you've been watching the latest DC animated movies.
Yeah.
It's better than that. It's not Spider-Verse. It's not Arcane. It's just slightly better than that.
Okay. Are we getting what about the voice cast? Do we know anything about the voice cast?
No.
No,
I
we
don't
don't know
think
anything about it too.
we haven't heard anything about anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, anyone specifically in the voice. In the
I
voice.
mean, Watchmen. What somebody said earlier that it sells. You know what? One of the reasons why Alan Moore is so upset.
Because it sells.
Because it
It
sells.
does. That's,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the day he made with DC, they said that the moment it goes out of print,
Yeah.
he will get all the rights. It's
And
never
it's
been out.
never
It's
going out
never
of
been out of
print.
print.
That's what they're doing. It's never going out. Yeah.
It is
It's
never
not,
going to go
not
out of
once.
print until it dies. It would die there.
Yeah, but if people are buying it, it will have to go out of print. But
Mm?
people still buy. If people were not buying it, so what they keep on doing, they keep on doing new versions. Oh,
So,
collected edition, special this, that, and
so
people
do
are
we
always buying it.
expect? So we'll get Lego. We'll get Lego Watchmen soon.
No, but like, the
we'll
thing
get
with the
Lego.
Watchmen universe is that despite the very, what's the word for this? Very blatant attempt at commercialization by DC, every subsequent release has been very good. It's like they've not made a bad Watchmen spin-off, as far as I know
But
of.
you know,
Yeah.
it's shocking. Do you remember when they did I think the prequel comics,
Yes.
and we were all thinking, oh, this is gonna really, really, really suck, and they were really, really good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which one?
I
Which
It's
one?
think
The
like
one with Batman?
with who?
no, okay, that was
The
No,
bad.
one
no,
with
no, no, no,
Thank you.
no, no,
No,
no.
no, that was bad. Yeah, thanks for
Which one was bad?
the one with Batman, the
the one
one
with
they crossed
Batman
over to Batman.
and the Flash.
That was
Which
the
one?
button. That's the
Oh,
crossover.
It's
That
a
was
okay.
fine.
mimic for the
That,
mind.
that
The
was not
one.
bad though.
The one. This guy
I
was
know what
bad.
you're talking about.
It,
The
it
Was the
wasn't
one causing all the
terrible.
chaos.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't bad, but to me, they made it relevant very quickly.
yeah. The one
I,
where Superman was like
yes,
the pinpoint of the DC
yeah,
universe.
yeah.
Yeah. But like the one that we're talking about is the Poker comics where they made
Yeah.
the history of the Minutemen.
Yes, that's it. That's right. You're right. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good. I was so shocked.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people bring the A game when it comes to
When
maybe
it
by
comes
the
to
very
Watchmen
nature
universe,
of
yeah.
the comic itself. People come with
Yeah,
the A
because
game.
like even Zack Snyder, it came with his A game for the movie. The TV
Oh yeah,
show,
oh yeah.
A
You can't knock
game.
it.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been, and these are things like, oh, when they announced the TV show at first, I was like, why? But
Did Snyder do the TV show?
no,
No,
he
no, no,
wasn't
no,
involved. That
no,
was
no.
Lindelof, I think.
Lindelof, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and that was A game stuff. The comics, like that we mentioned, Minutemen, even the what's this thing called? The DC
Do,
crossover,
Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday
Doomsday
Clock.
Clock. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but it was good.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I've got signed copies. Just just let me put that in there.
So, no, if they want to explore like they did with the TV show and they want to go that route with the comic, I think I wouldn't mind.
Exactly.
But just block for block, copy and paste again. I think
But you gonna watch it? Question.
No,
I will.
I probably
I
Almost
will.
would.
certainly I will.
I probably
I don't
will.
I
think
know. See, unless you guys watch this and come to say it's good, I'm not watching this because
Okay.
it's
I probably will.
yeah,
Will Kex watch it?
I don't think I'm going to watch it because I
yeah.
don't.
You
I
go.
find I find honestly I find myself like DC animation. I find it very boring.
It's the worst. Like this animation has
It's
been
not
the
bad.
cesspool.
It's just
It's bad.
just
So it's
no.
the
I don't think it's
animation,
bad.
not
It just
Watchmen,
doesn't
not
look.
Watchmen fatigue.
I'm
Doesn't
I'm
do anything.
hoping
Just
I'm
same old.
hoping this is not
So
the
not
same
interested.
level of quality as those. I'm hoping this is a step
No, no,
above.
no. This is going to be what is going to kill this one is that it's going. You remember the this animation for Dark Knight Rises, where it was
Yeah,
panel for panel
yeah, yeah,
adaptation.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, the story itself is good enough to carry the whole thing,
Yeah, okay.
but they are not adding any new thing to it. They are not making it.
They're not improving on it.
They are
I'm
not
not gonna
improving
lie.
on it.
I
Yeah.
like Dark Knight Rises were like 10 years ago. I actually liked it.
No, not the
Like
movie. The
the animation.
animated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
a long time
You
ago.
liked it?
Like 10 years, 15 years ago. Yeah, I liked it. I liked
No,
it.
no. I'm not
You
saying
know,
it's bad, but I'm saying that for Watchmen, it's going to be the
for
same.
Watchmen,
They're just going to do
that's
the
exactly why I have
they're just
to.
going to do the adaptation for it. And I'm like, yeah, it's not a new, they're not bringing anything new to the table. They are creatively not improving this material in any way. And I've already seen better in the movie format. I've seen, so there's nothing here for me to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna watch it. I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
So please, they should go.
Okay.
I can't believe how bad DC animation has fallen. Like, there was a time when the animated movies were up there.
Yeah, but it's become they're churning them out. There's
But
no.
they've always been churning them out.
You know,
Like, DC animation has always been churned out. Like, it's right now, maybe a movie or two a year. But right now, it's like everything they make is just bad as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right. So let's move on to TV then. Let's start
Yeah.
with. Do you want to start with My Adventures with Superman, or should we go with The Boys first?
Let's get that out of the way quickly. We have so we
I,
can
did-
focus on the boys.
I think you were going to say
Yeah.
that.
Let's
Okay.
get
So
out of
today, did you watch it?
yeah. I did.
Okay, Red, did you watch it? No, probably Red probably didn't watch it. It's
You
probably not a
guys
good
told me
idea.
not to bother, right?
Yeah, it's probably not. It's a good idea. It's a good idea not to watch.
So
Good idea
I,
not to
I
watch.
I respect you guys' opinion in some areas.
for once.
That
In
one, did
some
you
Hmm.
watch
areas.
it?
No, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh
I
wow.
tried to
Okay.
watch it on Saturday,
Okay.
and I did say I thought they skipped a week, but apparently it's released on Sundays. So I didn't realize that.
Okay. Okay. Today, do you want to talk us
Yeah.
through this one, please?
Okay, so
Not
yeah.
this.
Last week ended up with Superman sending up the signal to space to call his cousin, and we ended with the cousin appearing, or at least someone appearing in space. So this week kicks off with the angst of Jimmy is dealing with, oh, I betrayed Clark by getting these guys with him, and he has his whole B plot where he meets Kara. Kara comes to
Yes.
Earth, and they do that whole thing where they do with Kara whenever she comes to Earth, fish out of water thing. She
Yeah.
likes ice cream. She likes hot dog. She's going to the park. She's going to see nature and all of that. And they have their own B side adventure.
Yes.
The A side adventure is, well, I can't even call it A side because, come on, it's Clark and Lewis. Apparently, they are doing the most eligible bachelor in Metropolis. Yeah.
Okay.
And Superman
Okay.
is supposed to be one of the more eligible bachelors there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they are telling, the Perry is telling Clark and Lewis to go and cover that event. So that's the A plot thing. We see them there, then we see it was Superman, we see Henshaw. I think it was in the last episode as well. We see Silver St. Cloud, that's Silver Sable, and then some obscure characters. I actually went to go and research them. They're actually DC characters, the other two people that show up on the panel.
That's not Silver Sable, but that's Silver St. Cloud. But that's not Silver Cable.
No, not Silver Sable, Banshee.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, go on.
Is it Banshee? I know she's a DC
Yeah.
character. There's a
Is it,
Silver St. Cloud, yeah,
but
She's
in
that's
is
DC.
it's about
she's
Swarm.
usually she's usually in Gotham. She's this guy. She's one of the people that
Oh, I know her now. Rich woman
yeah.
type. Yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, I
yeah, yeah,
thought
yeah. Yeah.
for the life, I thought she was Banshee. But yeah, if she's that one, then it's yeah. Silver St. Cloud.
yeah.
There's
So she's like,
Chandi Gupta, which is a
Who?
random. Chandi, she's so obscure that I had to deep. You need to dig deep to find
okay.
her in the comics. Then there's one brilliant, or something like that,
I don't
No
know
which
who
is
that one is.
a random Wonder Woman villain called,
Yeah.
is it Blue Eyes or something like that. You never see her faces in this very Blue
Is
Eyes
that a
comic.
she? Because that was a they, is what they said.
I think it's a okay. You know what? I'm leaving that. I think it's
Whoa.
probably a day.
Sorry. What is it? A day? I beg. Is
Go
it
down.
woman or man?
They said because I couldn't even tell, to be
Yeah.
honest. The way they
Well,
drew,
okay. Biologically, you couldn't tell what
I
this
couldn't tell
person was.
because of
Okay.
the way they drew the person. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a footnote in the episode. It doesn't really matter. So yeah. Moving on. It's like, and then Lois has her own arc where she feels inadequate to date Superman because, I mean, look at Silver in the Cloud trying to hit on Superman, and Kat Grant is telling her that, hey, that's the kind of person Superman should be dating, and she's feeling all inadequate. And then she's trying to break up with Clark over that, and it's like, this teenage soapy drama nonsense
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But then the episode ends with Kara attacking Superman because, yeah, they refused to answer
Attacking.
her. Yeah, because they refused to answer when she greeted him. So she comes up to him like a fan and says, "Hey, I want to talk to you." And Superman is like, "Wait, I need to take care of Louis first. Like Louis is vexing for no good reason,
Yeah.
and it's great to go and meet her." And then Kara vexes and attacks Superman. Apparently, she's under the control of a machine. She calls her father. She calls it Primus. The
I'm
suit,
not sure she's under the control of the person, but she's
not
under
under the control, not like it's
yeah
mentally controlling her, but like
under the direction.
Under the direction, yeah, that's the word for it.
As you keep on speaking, you're draining the life out of me.
That is
Uh,
how I felt watching that episode. So you get to feel that, experience that feeling.
can I ask a
Now,
question?
yeah,
What age is Kara?
teenager.
Maybe
Okay.
18, 17.
Jimmy's age. Jimmy, she's like,
Why is
So you
Jimmy's age?
Wait,
Really?
she's younger than Superman.
okay, she'll
Really?
be. I
I
mean,
think she's
they
like
are in the
18.
same. There's a romance building up between her and Jimmy,
Yeah, there was
so
a
I feel
romance
like
going
there's
on.
no visible age difference between both of them. But yeah,
she's younger than Clark.
That's what she's.
She definitely looks it. She
Okay.
definitely looks
she
younger
looks
than.
like she's smaller
But
than
then
Clark.
again,
There's
it's
one.
the same way Lewis looks younger than Clark, so we can't really tell.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
I think she is.
Yeah, there's one very funny scene where she's vexing with Clark and she's walking up to Clark and she cannot tower over him, so she starts flying to get that impression of yes, she's taller than Clark and all of that. So there's that as well. She's angry with Clark because she feels Earth has made Clark soft. Uh,
Earth has made Clark soft.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
and she was looking
our
for a warrior.
impression is that Krypton is a martial or a warlike society. So
I mean,
even
the show has been giving us that
even
impression of
yeah,
Krypton.
exactly.
Yeah, but what's her
So when
impression? She was an adult in Krypton in this law or not?
We don't know. We
we
don't know. We don't
don't
know her
know,
Oh,
Kryptonian
okay,
life.
okay,
we
okay,
don't know
Yeah,
her backstory. Yeah,
we don't know her
okay.
Kryptonian life. But the
yeah,
armor that she wears, so she wears an armor here that is very a battle armor that is
yeah.
like super aggressive. Like it has like when she fully suits up, like the way the thing covers her, you wouldn't know
Made
it's a
for
girl.
war. Made for war.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely made
even
for
the S is reversed, like Superman's S is reversed on the armor.
war. I
It's
didn't even
all red,
notice that.
and yeah, and
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's like the if you remember the earlier episodes when we see Kryptonians attacking, it's like
yes,
those
that's
armor
what
they
they are
were
wearing.
wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
exactly what
okay.
they were wearing.
so
Yeah, you can't
this
even
is
tell.
where I think they are playing with the law a bit. So Krypton is a super aggressive empire. Kara
Like,
makes it
yeah,
clear that yeah, Kara makes it clear though that they are the last two Kryptonians. She says that to Clark that I came to find the last that we're the last two. She says something about that in the conversation with Clark, and then that happens. The fight happens. Superman shows
it's a
so
pretty cool
super.
fight. I like the fight though. I
Yeah,
like the fight. I thought
yeah,
it was nice.
Oh, Superman
In an
fight.
episode that was falling
Superman and
asleep.
Kara fight.
Yes,
yeah.
and she hands
Yeah.
him his ass
Oh, she was.
thoroughly.
Well, before she hands him his ass, there's something that happens there
Okay,
where the Primus tells her to kill Superman. And he's not what.
Wasn't she always a
And yeah,
better fighter?
well, yeah, Primus tells her to kill Superman. That is not worth it. And then Superman shows a new ability where he shoots laser from his mouth.
yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Godzilla.
we have. Yes,
Basically, he
yes,
has the
yes,
Godzilla breath now in this
yes,
episode.
yes.
Yes. But they make then the whoever is watching says, "Oh, that's something special." That means, and that instead of trying to capture him, she should instead of trying to kill him, she should capture him. And then yeah, she beats him up and captures him and takes him back to him. And that's where the episode ends. But yeah, that's
Okay.
where we are in this show right now.
Right. Okay. I will watch it because I'm a Supergirl fanboy, but I'm not excited to watch
I
it.
mean, if you like Supergirl, I don't think this episode does her any disservice.
Yeah, but you just said that you said okay, you said that she's under the influences of somebody else. The fact that she
Yeah,
attacks the reason you said she attacks Superman for sounds very lame.
I mean, yeah, it's the
Mm.
same.
The
Oh,
reason she
it's
attacks is lame, but the attack itself is quite good. It's quite good.
Right, okay.
It's quite good. Yeah,
Sunday doesn't seem impressed.
yeah, but he doesn't
I'm
seem
not.
it, so I'm not really paying him.
I'm not.
I'm not really paying attention to him, but yeah, it's a good fight. There was super strength, invulnerability, a lot of speed. I thought it was okay.
The lasers,
In an
yeah.
episode, yeah, lasers.
But
Yeah, and
here's
even
the
the armor kind of
Well,
augments her powers.
since when do we start calling these lasers?
no,
His,
Heat vision.
it.
yeah.
So he has the Godzilla breath. He also has its vision as a very separate ability. So it's not as if the because even in this episode he uses its vision to fight Kara.
And then she
And
uses her heat vision, and then the armor kind of augments her heat vision
yeah,
as well. So yeah, she beats his ass. But yeah,
Uh,
I don't know.
okay.
She
So,
takes him off planet at the end of the episode, so we don't know.
oh, okay.
I guess more will be revealed. Yeah, she takes him off planet after she knocks him out, and then
Yeah.
she returns. She takes him to her ship or whatever. Like we just see them going off planet. So yeah. So next episode we'll see where they went.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I like how one thing I'll say I like is that they are not afraid to completely change the law of Superman. They're not adhering to. I'm not sure if they're changing it for good or bad, but they are not keeping to the standards like this new Superman has having new abilities. The Kryptonian Empire being a super aggressive empire that apparently were world conquerors. That's I think
Hmm.
Zack Snyder started. But yeah, they are not afraid to shake things up a bit.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not. It's not a show I'm super impressed
Well,
about.
I mean, I was going to ask for your scores because does this where it's going to fall in line with your previous scores for the show?
It's better than the last few episodes that we've had.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't on a technical level, I don't think I hate this episode. It's a good episode of a show, but I just don't like the show. So I'll give it
So
about 2.7.
that's not a bad score.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to give
Thanks.
it 2.8.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the highest of the ones I've seen this season.
okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, now I've got some small ginger
yeah. Yeah,
to
the
go and
fight
watch it.
redeemed it for me.
Yeah. Oh,
But
okay. I'll
all in
probably
all,
watch it before I go to bed tonight.
Hmm.
and
So yeah.
it does take a ridiculously short amount of time. Like this show is so short. I think I was
You
doing something. I did a few minutes. I was like, this is finished. Okay.
listeners, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So moving on to The Boys season 4. This dropped I think Thursday or Friday last
Yep.
week. And you know what? I'm just glad that they've dropped 3 episodes. You know, I'm very, very much for this 3 episode drop first, and then we drip feed for the remaining 5 or whatever episodes. It's a really good model rather than one episode. So I like this. Right. Have we all seen this?
Yeah.
Yes, for me.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just do a recap and then somebody will do episode 1.
So I would do the episode one by one, or
Can we just do everything together?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
We'll jump back and forth depending on what we remember.
Yeah.
I don't know what to talk about him.
So last episode saw the Starlighters, who were the people that so Starlight quit the Seven, and then she started. No, I don't even know if she started the movement or the movement just broke out from her quitting the Seven. She has the Starlighters, and what's his name? Homelander has his own group as well, or his own faction
Yeah.
of people who supports his, authoritarian style and way of leadership. The last episode of last season saw Homelander kill a guy that threw something at his kid. He lays at the guy's head off, and now in this season, he's sort of facing the consequences of that. Including, like, I don't know whether it's a Senate hearing or a trial
It's a
about
lawsuit,
the
yeah.
murder of that person. That happens. Butcher has been he's never usurped, but he's been relegated as the leader of the boys now. It's now Mother's Milk who's the
Who
new
has changed?
leader. Yeah, he looks very
You
different.
know, I actually paused when
Yeah.
watching it to go and check. Did they replace this guy?
That's
they
it.
didn't
That's
yeah,
the
so
script now.
that's
Right,
a
black
good
person.
question.
How can you say that they didn't replace the person?
So
All he
that
did was
was
shave and lose weight.
no,
He
no,
shaved
no.
and
Is it just lose weight?
He just
he
shaved and lost
shaved.
weight.
He shaved
Uh,
and shaved. Yeah, he
So
shaved.
Yeah.
it's using the Ozempic?
And
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, like
I don't know.
immediately Mother's
The
Milk
man
came out of
is-
the.
I don't
I,
know.
I
Yeah.
thought it looks
I don't
okay.
know.
So the shaving, some people the beard covers their
When James Harden shaves, he doesn't look like the same person. So
yeah.
Yeah.
his beard gang, when they take off their beard, they look different. And he lost a
Yeah.
great deal of weight. He looks good. He always looked good, but yeah,
You think he looks good? He looks
I
weird
think
to
he
me.
looks good.
Maybe I wasn't just used to him.
I think it looks good. I think it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Because
he's
I
now the
actually
leader of.
immediately came out of the I actually paused the episode. I said, wait, they didn't replace him as Mickey. So,
Oh,
I went to
so
continue.
he's now leading the boys.
Yeah.
Frenchie and Kimiko are still best of friends who love each other but nothing romantic. Uh, Huey, anything about Huey?
His dad,
So
Huey and his mom.
yeah, this
his
kind of
mom and his
happened in
dad.
the
Yeah, yeah.
episode. Yeah, I'm just doing a recap from last season. I think that's it from last season, right? Okay, so
From last season. Wait, what did Huey do last season? Okay, he
he was
had
in the
powers.
campaign. He was in AOC's campaign. I can't
Campaign,
remember
yeah.
what that lady's name is.
It's
He was
AOC as far as we are concerned.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just say AOC. He was working Cortez. He was working with her, and she is now running for vice president, right? She's running for VP,
Yeah.
Oh, she's
and
VP with the president. Yeah.
her running mate knows she's a soup, but she doesn't know that he knows, and he's trying to eliminate her in,
No,
in
she
this.
knows.
She
Does she
knows he
know that he
knows.
knows? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, 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 okay. Okay, I
Because
didn't know that.
remember the conversation about how long is it going to take for what they're cooking in the lab to destroy her?
No, that's for
I don't
no,
think.
he knows.
No,
I'm not sure she
no, no. She
knows he
doesn't know he
knows.
knows
She doesn't know he
because
knows. Okay, okay.
yeah,
She
because
knows.
when
Doesn't
they
know
were
he knows.
having a conversation at some point where he was talking about ratifying a bill that would prevent soups from running from office or
Mhm.
from any governmental or that they should only be in entertainment. And she was pretending like she was okay with it, knowing
No,
No,
fully
but
well that
it didn't just say
by that
entertainment. It didn't
by
just
that
say entertainment.
conversation,
yes.
if she doesn't know he knows during that conversation, I don't know what else is there to be said. Because it was like he was talking to her directly.
That was brutal. I said they should go
Okay.
on masked singer.
Okay, let's so let's do should we do a recap or something? I don't know
Yeah, go ahead.
of
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
because
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know how
Or
to
should we
do
take it character by character
Okay.
and
You
talk
want to
about
go
them?
with sure.
Yeah. Let's start with I think Huey.
Butcher? Okay, Huey.
Yeah. Work our way up. Yeah. So Huey, for example, Huey starts this. Here's the thing. In the opening scene, the guys are supposed to assassinate. They are on a mission to assassinate. What's her
Cortez,
name?
AOC.
AOC on behalf of the incoming president because he doesn't want to enter the presidency with his soup as a running mate. He's
Oh,
nervous.
Newman, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Newman.
yes, thank you.
The color is
AOC. I prefer AOC. Yeah. And we have a very funny conversation between AOC and Huey, where she comes and they're like, "You're like family to me," blah blah blah. And it took me a moment to remember that these guys actually work together. And I was like, "Wait, did these
They,
guys have anything more than that
they
they
work
work
when
together.
they
together.
were
No,
I think they
working?
they
were
work
close.
together.
They used to share lunch. They
Yeah,
were like
she used
They're
to
like besties, yeah,
she used to steal
yeah,
his food. I remember that.
yeah.
yeah.
And he
So
said,
like it, and I feel like,
It was the
wow,
work. It was the
but
work husband.
that wasn't long, right? It was like a couple of episodes
It was the work husband.
before.
Yeah.
no, for half a season, that was the plot. He was
Yeah, I
working
think
with her.
exactly. I think it
Oh,
was something
really?
like
Yeah,
half a
yeah.
season.
I
Yeah.
remember,
Wow. Okay.
and he accidentally discovered that she was a stoop when she killed an ex.
Yeah.
So that's kind of broke the
That's
relationship.
about the
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then like they were having this very fun this very touching heart-to-heart conversation about how, oh yeah, even though I'm a soup, I wanted to tell you, blah 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 blah. And this guy pours acid on her, thinking
Yes. So that acid is supposed to kill soups, right?
Yeah,
it's
yes.
supposed to kill her. They think she's not invulnerable to acid. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know she's invulnerable as well. I'm like, dude. They'd be
And
like, yes, I get it. You're trying to kill this person. That's your mission. But she
it was
just gave me this
it,
very
He looked at
touching
him and like,
heart conversation.
like
it, it, was-
really?
no, it was even the clumsy way he did it. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost a half-hearted.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm gonna kill you. Oh shit, that didn't work. I said, really? Yeah. She wasn't even angry. That was
Yeah.
the point. She wasn't even angry at him. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good thing.
So yeah, but that was a very funny scene. And yeah, apparently they are dating in real life, so
Yes, that's
it
true.
sells that I think it sold that scene a bit more because I didn't know they were dating until after I watched that scene. And I found out after I watched the episode. And in that scene, I was like, for a moment there, I thought, wait, did this guys date briefly when in previous seasons and I missed it? But yeah. Anyway, Huey's main story this season so far has been with his mom. who his dad is sick and is in a coma, and then his mom has come out of nowhere, who has apparently reconciled with his dad, and his dad has made her his legal, giving him
Guardian.
legal authority,
Yes.
guardian
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
him. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he is very pissed at his mom that for abandoning him. And then we get this whole scene with postpartum depression that comes start to leave. And yeah, I'm not going to touch that thing. I wasn't completely. I have a lot of question asterisks around
Why?
that conversation. Yeah,
What
I understand it
you
is
don't buy it? You don't buy
no,
it for the show, or you don't buy it in
I
real life?
don't buy it for the show.
Okay.
Like I understand it's a serious thing, and but the way the show is playing it, I don't know. It's just like they are saying all the right things. They are doing all the right. Like the speech is actually a touching speech that brings light to these issues. But for some reason in the show, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I couldn't put my finger on it. I just didn't like it.
I wasn't crazy about his arc with the mom, to be honest.
I think
That little,
I think it's boring.
that little bit where they have the heart-to-heart conversation.
Yeah.
I'm glad he had that. I don't want to use the word closure. That he was able to ask her directly, and she was able to say, "Look, this was why I did it. I was actually going mad." But I like that bit for him. But the whole build up, and I think that happened in like episode 3, but the whole build up across episode 1 and 2, I found it quite boring, and how much it completely discombobulated him. Like he was completely disoriented for the first 2 episodes. He was constantly thinking of this woman and having conversations while in his head while on mission. I was like, concentrate on what needs to happen here. I was like, this is kind of boring.
Yeah. So
Prefer the stuff. Yeah.
what I find that's happening in my view is why they have this plot they want to focus on, and they can't cover everybody. It's like they're giving these guys little C missions by the side.
Correct.
So
Correct.
so Hugh's having his own little arc, which
Yes.
I agree. I find it boring. Frenchie and
Yes.
Kimiko,
Yes.
they have their own little mission.
Yes.
That sideline. That's kind of almost
We'll come back to
sidelining
it.
them.
Don't
Yeah.
talk to me about
You
it.
know,
We'll come back to
when
it.
you
So
said
that was
Huey is boring, I
Yeah.
said I was going to say this is a recurring theme for me with
so,
almost every
yes.
character in this show for
Okay.
this
It was a
past
it was
episode.
a thing. It was a
Okay.
theme where
Yeah.
not only was it boring, it was like copy and paste. On every mission, whoever's arc it was lost focus because something else was distracting them. Frenchie was hallucinating or whatever it was. Huey could not stay on, was always replaying his mom's conversation. Kimiko was seeing the child and had a few too many beers. They all jeopardized the mission every time. And I didn't care for the individual arcs, personally.
So
Yes.
okay, I mean, I know we've not covered the overall arc and story,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
do you think it's something I noticed, and maybe I've missed some bits. I thought the people with what's the phrase you guys always use? The people who are proactive in this season so far seem to be everybody but the boys.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
things are happening among the 7. Things are happening with Sage. Things are happening with Firecracker. The boys are involved, but they're not really making things happen or not happen. A Train seems to be getting more of a
Redemption arc.
redemption arc, be more proactive kind of thing going on.
Like the
Yeah,
boys is in an holding pattern basically.
yeah,
I
Well,
think
yes.
yeah, the old story is that like they're trying to move pieces around, and I feel like, and this is why I'm so happy. It's next season is their final season.
Yeah.
It should, for me, should have been this season.
And
But
maybe
I'm
that's
so
yeah.
happy.
So maybe that's what's happened. They're
Yeah.
putting them in holding position, getting things in place for this final blowout next season. Or I'm guessing. I mean,
Yeah.
we've not touched on Ryan yet, and his the story about
no, we
Ryan.
got talked about
We've
Ryan.
only touched on one person. Let's.
Yes.
Okay,
All
sorry.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, moving from Huey to French and Kimiko because I think their stories are most similar. They are the most
Yeah.
similar things.
Yeah.
It's like they are trying to have this emotional arc for Frenchie, but it's an arc for me that I feel has been
Please, it's so pointless.
It's
it's
feeling-
out of
it's
place.
feeling
It's pointed.
it's
It has
feeling
been
shoehorned.
done before.
It's
Like
Can
we've
I ask a
dealt
question?
with. Yeah.
Can I ask a question here? And guys, forgive me if I've forgotten because I'm an old man.
Yeah.
Was Frenchie always gay?
in the
No,
comics?
He was
No.
he's bi. Yeah, I
But,
wanted to say
so
metrosexual,
we
but he's
know
bi.
he's bi before.
I'm not sure. He
I
just gave up that.
I
I don't
he
think we've
gave
had
us that. He gave
anything.
that vibe. He gave
He
that
had
vibe.
that
I
vibe,
don't
yeah.
think
Right.
it was
Okay.
nailed down
Now,
because I wasn't
do
sure.
you guys think? And I used to think that there's a spark between Kimiko and Frenchie, or was
Oh,
that
there
just
was
me?
now. That
Oh,
was
there is,
season
yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah, but
Even
they
Yeah,
till
ruled that
now,
out
there
by
is.
season
They
3.
ruled that out in season 2.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
When they had the whole dance number, they kind of X that.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, like, and for me, I think that when they X that was where Frenchie's act stopped. Frenchie in season 1 was dealing with the guilt of, oh, I left my post and Grace's kid died.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, so he was already dealing with that guilt. In season 2, he was dealing with the guilt of his past, with his antler and everything. That, oh,
Yeah.
this is the past. I'm trying to reconcile my past with this particular thing. I'm trying to reconcile who I am. And then now we are back. Season 3, I think Frenchie was basically absent, as far as I remember. I don't remember what Frenchie did in season 3.
No, all he's done so far is be accomplice forcibly with Kimiko trying to find the Splinter Cell and
Mhm.
fall in love, and then also fall in love with this
Yeah.
dude
Well,
from
like,
was it an AA meeting?
see,
Um,
that's the worst part about what is happening right now. That romance is
And he's the son.
it's wrong on so many levels
Yes, and he's
because
the,
this is the kid of someone he
he
killed
killed.
his parents.
Yeah.
Skills experience,
He
yeah.
killed his parents. He stalked this kid to an AA meeting, and then they get into a romance with this particular
Wait, did he
kid,
stalk the guy to an AA meeting or they bumped
or they
into him?
met randomly.
No, I
I'm
think
not
I
sure.
think they met there. I
I
assumed
think they met.
I assumed it was randomly.
I'm not sure, but okay.
Okay.
Though I think he was looking. I think he was telling his aunt that he was looking for this thing, for some form of closure. But I'm not sure. This is where I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like
yeah, you're right. It's a very problematic relationship. I find it boring as well.
and it's
So
and it's been done before. Like,
yeah,
we get it. Frenchie feels guilty about his past. We know. Move, like, you can't be retreading the same storyline again just to make a point. Like, I'm just is the most, for me, of all the plot lines, and this is where these idiots will start making noise up and down that it's because it's gay, blah blah blah. But like, this is where
what yes.
I yes. No, I mean online, them critical
Oh,
drinkers,
right.
critical drinkers are,
Okay.
when they're going to slam this show for being bad, it's going to be because of that particular reason. But this is where I don't say they are valid, because if you flip the gender of the guy to a girl, it's still very problematic. It's still a very bad
Oh
storyline.
yeah.
Badness.
It's
So
just
it's like,
wrong on so many levels.
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you guys, I don't know what's going on there, but if Huey was boring, I think this was the worst for me in terms of character
Okay.
storylines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just felt like they were just a bunch of fuck ups. Like he's using drugs, she
Yeah.
is getting drunk on missions.
Yeah.
You know, I actually thought she was
And
going to speak in this episode after she saw
yeah.
the psychotherapist and they had a few conversations. So I thought maybe she would get to shout or speak or something, but it doesn't matter. But I was like,
Hey,
the
maybe
whole
something
thing, I
will
just
happen.
yeah, the whole. I'm trying not
It's
to
like
get
it's
ahead of myself.
pointless.
Let's build up to let's talk about the
Yeah.
other characters. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. Butcher.
Before Butcher, let's do Mother's Milk. Let's
Yeah.
let's round
Okay,
up the boys.
okay,
Yeah.
I think for me, Mother's Milk is the most interesting, and that's a very low bar to pass with boys, because now he's the only one with, like, his own circumstances have changed. Basically, he's now in charge of the boys, so he's dealing
Yeah.
with new responsibilities of how to control Butcher, of dealing with a team that doesn't listen to him, of dealing with people Butcher that is better than him at his own stuff and also doesn't listen to him. So there's that storyline there going on with him. So I think for me, so far this season is the most dynamic character. Basically, yeah. What are
Yeah.
you?
I
but he's
agree, but there's one thing I didn't like they did,
Yeah.
and I think because I find it too much of a coincidence that it was
His
his wife's new husband
that they had to sacrifice. Yeah,
that they had to sacrifice. That
Yeah.
was so pattern
that's contrived.
ready,
Yeah.
contrived. I find that
For a second, I thought it was Sage setting it up. That she's the smartest. She claims to be the smartest woman in the world.
yeah.
that she's purposely leaving clues for the boys to find out, but I didn't think it
but
was.
they've always showed, even in previous season, they always showed that guy was fascinated with Homelander, right? So
Yeah. So I thought,
yeah.
yeah.
So I
No,
don't
he's
think
always been fascinated with Homelander, but yeah,
I don't think it was Sage Moon. I think it was just pure coincidence that he was one of the three she used.
that
I mean,
coincidence doesn't work.
yeah, because
that coincidence was a big stretch.
well, to be honest, if Sage knew,
Yeah.
it would be better for her not to use him.
So I think she used him. I was thinking, say that a grand plan. And she was like, she was going to fuck Homelander up. That was what I was thinking in the beginning of episode 1. So she's going to list Homelander along, but like leave clues for everybody else to follow through, and then do the big switch around. But yeah, I don't think they're going that.
I mean, to be honest, I don't mind Madam Milk, but at the same time, I don't think there's much going on. He's the leader by de facto. The fact that Butcher's not around, when Butcher comes. To be honest, the way I find this is not new for this season. I've always found Butcher very disrespectful to his teammates and the way he talks to them. And in a way, I find it a bit weird that they don't man up and deal with him, more assertively. Like I knock his teeth out a few times, because I would have.
Yeah, but remember that they are sorry, not
go on.
but they are kind of betas. And he's like clearly the alpha dog. I remember these are also people that it's like being in the army or being in the military, right?
No, I agree. But Madam Milk is not a beta in my view.
Yeah. Okay. Well, true. He's but he's not an alpha.
Maybe
No. Billy is a clear. Like
I think it's for me for Frenchy and Mother's Milk. It's
call him the C word, man.
Yeah. That's exactly what he is.
He's a big one, and I think because they've worked together for so long, and maybe they are in an almost I won't even say paramilitary style, but
I think they're proper military
quite a few times. Yeah, it sounds like they were military before because of what Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character said. So they've saved each other's lives. If you could just know your friend may be asshole. You could just look and say anything you want to talk, great talk. We'll walk together. He's not intimidated by Butcher. But he's still like, let's just do the mission. Let's just do the mission. That's kind of MM, like you said, is the one that has undergone the biggest change, including physically, in the group.
Yeah.
But I also find him as not a very effective leader because it feels they don't really listen to him.
They don't respect him.
And it feels like things are falling apart. Like every mission that we see him go on, he either has to leave the mission. When he follows his ex's ex, they have to leave him there to go and see where not the lamplighters, the starlighters are fighting. So he leaves that mission. The bit where they go to the ice skating rink and what's his name? Homelander comes and starts blasting. It just feels like all the missions that he's putting together, everything is just fucking up. Even the mission at the start where they were going to assassinate not his fault.
No, but
not his fault.
But you're right. You're right. He's not an effective leader. I mean,
he's not an effective leader.
Well, and in a way, this is what annoys me. They've made it very effective. They've made it like people come in and go, "Oh, I'm going out."
Exactly.
And he's rolling his eyes. No, I think, hang me.
That's the kind of character he is.
No, first season it wasn't like that. It was way more effective. To me,
it was a way more effective.
Yes,
was it number second in command?
Yeah, he's an exo. He's not a.
Yeah, but even now, even as a second command with Butcher around, he's not even worse.
He's not second in command. He's first in command now.
Okay, look at
wait. If you're second command and you're in charge of people, those are people should not lose more respect for you when you're not in charge. I don't get that.
If you are second in command, you can always tell those people that I'll tell Ogao.
No, but
but now there's no Oga to tell. Now
but he never was that.
They didn't really. The respect they had for you was the person that
was based on
Butcher.
Totally disagree.
I fear.
Let me quickly say one or two things. So I say it's ineffective because it's not just the lack of disrespect. He's not even trying. Okay, he took Huey to the skating rink.
Yeah.
Huey did not even have an idea of what they were going to do until they got there. He even explains as a tip. He doesn't know where Kimiko and Frenchie.
Anyway,
Frenchie,
It does look-
yeah.
And they just come in like, oh guys, are you gonna take a vote on this? And they did this and they walk out.
yeah.
But this was sure.
No,
I agree with you, Ed.
it's over the top. There's no.
Ed, I agree with you.
This does not rhyme with the first 2 seasons. I'm sorry, it doesn't rhyme with him in the first 2 seasons
But
at
there's
all.
been a change. He wasn't the leader before. Now the Oga
No.
is not there again.
No, but even when the guy was talking,
So he becomes incompetent. He was always competent.
Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something?
I'm not buying
Like
this at
having-
all. It's
it's
bad
like-
writing,
That's
in my
fine.
view.
That's fine. It's like having a program director and you have a program manager, and the program director is the one you fear, but the manager is his right hand man. The day the director goes on holiday, is the manager now going to come and tell you that you need to do it? You
But
can
that-
even switch on your out of office and just say,
The
this guy. I will
scenario
do
you're painting, was not the scenario. This is what.
But that's
but
what
that's
we're
it now.
describing.
That's it.
No. They fed Butcher,
Okay.
but they also respected him. It was not like
You
the
still
person-
respect the person, but you don't fear him
not because of
you
Butcher.
don't fear any.
You're saying
No, so they listen. Let's put like they respect Mother's Milk, but when they were supposed to do things they didn't want to do, it was because of Butcher, not because of Mother's Milk.
fear
Now,
of
when they
is
want to
beginning
do,
of wisdom.
yeah.
We don't even
So
look
now
at it
when
or don't even look at
see,
it.
let me give you an example. If it was Butcher telling Huey that, hey, I want you to leave your mom and follow me, Huey will listen. He has done worse. He has left his dad like that. But now Mother's Milk is telling him, oh, we need to go for this mission. And it's like, yeah, you know what? You guys go. I'll stay with my mom. And Mother's Milk is like, you know what? I don't. You
Fair
can
enough.
do that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Literally said fair enough.
That's good. But Butcher would have said no. You would have convinced Huey to go with him. So that's the difference in like they are.
that is even different from somebody giving you the finger, walking out without any care. They've totally left this guy to
No,
he's a muppet.
Kimiko and Frenchie would give Butcher the finger, but they also do what he asked them to do.
I don't.
And he just took it. And he was
I think
shocked.
I think they completely emasculated him.
Yeah. This is why I don't rate. So what's going on here?
And also, you know what? He's also trying very hard not to be Butcher.
He's
So
trying
he's trying very hard not to be authoritarian, like
That I can buy.
yeah. So he's trying, like, when they give him disrespect back, you understand how like he also felt under Butcher. So he doesn't want to do that. I am Oga. He must follow me for them as well. So there's that balance as well for him. So yeah.
Okay, another character then today.
Starlight. And Starlight is because of what's this thing called? Our entire act and what it means for this story going forward. So Starlight is now the de facto leader of the Starlight faction, where there's now a full-blown
The opposition.
the opposition to Homelander faction. And I find it very funny because speaking of factions, is that this show has made it very previous seasons. They've made a good fun of it at making fun of both sides. Like whenever they're making fun of the left, they're making fun. Next season, they're making fun of the right as well.
The commentary
now
on
they're
American
clearly
society.
yeah, but now they're clearly separating us from them. Like they're now making a clear case of who we are supposed to root for as a side, not a person, as a side right now versus them, the Homelander guys. And I find that change very interesting. The executive producer Eric Kripke, he has spoken on this. That if you don't know what you are watching, this is what I've been aiming at from season 1. My full message is going to be live and direct to you now. And that's the most visible part of this particular pattern. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you like it?
I don't like it.
No.
Now, before, I don't get me wrong. I felt before the lines on the sides were quite clear for me in terms of who you should root for versus who you shouldn't root for.
Yeah.
This season, I think they're very cartoonish. Now, weirdly enough, the cartoonish levels are almost echoed in reality. Not almost.
They're using reality. It's Fox News versus CNN.
But it now looks very cartoonish in the show. It almost looks, even though it's reality. To me, oh god, the people are over the top, so in a way, it's almost like I think the in your faceness of it.
Yeah, it's on the nose.
Has removed a level of.
Like before, we could laugh at it. Like before, they were making a parody of reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's like some people have said it that the parody they were making, it's now what they are showing us as we should take it
No,
like
no,
that.
now they've taken each subject and they've just broken it down. The gender war, the which other one? Every single one, they broke it down and they targeted each topic.
No,
Each person
but
had a
see,
talking point, and you knew where
it's
they
like
stood.
yeah, no,
I,
no. What I'm even talking about, I don't. I we, like that person. We knew who to root
You know,
for the
yeah.
boys from beginning
But
to from
they
season
didn't
one
come
to
out with
three.
it. It was general before. The commentary was general before.
I don't
and in a weird
think.
way, I tell you something that's also done for
Yeah,
me. Yes, I dislike this side, but now even the other side, I don't really like them. I don't know if
yeah.
that makes any sense. I actually find Starlighter at the moment being a very passive character so far, and I think that's the purpose. Maybe it's, I know she's trying to build up in terms of
Yeah.
power levels. I can see
No,
there's
okay.
an arc of power, but in terms of what she's doing,
You find out. Also, but if for me, it's even less
yeah, go
about
on,
like
yeah, go
checks.
on.
Just to bring you up to speed, like we're talking about the Starlight and how in
Mm,
previous seasons
mhm,
the factions, at least in terms of crowd, the population size,
mhm.
they make sure they were making fun of the extremes on both sides.
Yes.
Like, yeah, they will laugh at the left for this, they will laugh at the right for this.
Mhm,
But now in this season,
mhm.
they are now making a clear
Yeah,
us
the
versus
start.
them.
No, the
Alignment.
And
Yeah.
starlighters are yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
now for me personally, I liked it when it was individual. Like we knew the individuals were either right or wrong, and then
Yeah.
the
That's right.
crowd. Whenever there's a crowd, we know both crowds are always very wrong. But now they are making a crowd right, same on the
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
that we're
Yeah.
supposed to root for,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
that is like it's falling into the same issues they were lampooning in
Right.
earlier
Right.
seasons
Right.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
name
yeah,
of
yeah,
wearing their what's this thing called wearing their message on their sleeves. So
yeah.
yeah,
Which I think that was leading into my okay. Yes, the team I disliked before, I still dislike them. Probably dislike them a lot more now because they're so blatantly. But
yeah.
now because it's so clear that we're the goodies, you're the baddies. Even the goodie side, I'm not even. Please, Park Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
understand?
entirely convinced. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
It feels not made up, but I don't know. It just feels.
And yeah, I think part
Mhm.
of the issue is when the creator is now clearly on one side. I mean, the creator of the
Definitely.
show.
Yes. 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 Yes.
You, you,
Yes.
you then start pushing back against. Come on! Why are you putting this guy so bad? Why are you putting that side so bad? It's almost
Yeah.
like a reaction.
It's not a
That,
choice now. It's almost
yeah,
like
Mhm.
yeah,
steering us in this direction that
yeah,
these are
yeah.
the
Oh,
good
guy,
guys,
you're
those
doing
are
too much
those
now.
guys are
And you know what?
The bias is filtering. The bias is
Season
filtering through.
season two had a literal Nazi as the bad guy, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
a proper Nazi as the
Yeah.
bad guy,
Yeah.
and it still didn't feel this
and,
way.
You didn't feel any sympathy. Like there was a sympathy for Nazis or nothing. It was just a
Yeah.
story.
No, no.
But
So I like we got what they were going for when it was
yeah,
Nazi was the bad guy. Like, we knew what he was referring to. We knew
yeah.
that okay, yes, we get the inclination, what the story. That it was very obvious. But now that it's now, like you remove that
yeah,
subtlety,
yeah,
that
yeah,
subtlety from you remove the mask completely. It's
yeah.
now it doesn't land as well for me basically as a story.
I,
But
I,
yeah,
I wanted to jump to something, but I won't jump that
yeah,
because we're taking character by character. But please, can you remind me? You said something that I want to make. I want to make a point about Homeland as well, and
okay.
and certain attitudes that he has now
Should we
that
just
don't.
talk about Homelander then?
Let's
Oh,
talk
have
about
we?
that. Yeah.
After this we'll switch to Homelander then.
Okay,
Or do
okay,
you have any
okay.
other thing to add on Starlight Gex?
It's weird. The thing is, I don't want to.
Well, sorry. So
I
what you
feel
say?
like
Sorry. What you say is weird. Are you talking about a character or her looks?
no, not her looks. Not her looks because you know
She's
why
still,
I would talk
she's
about her
still
looks
gaunt, right?
because she could be going through something. I the the
Oh no,
the,
no,
the, the last time I talked about somebody's looks was Chadwick. I still
100%.
remember
Yeah, but
this. So I'm like,
100%. But
she could be going
I'm
through
not one of
something.
those people
So
to try and ignore what's so blatant in everybody's face that there's something
yeah, yeah, but
there's something going on.
yeah, but I mean, yeah. Well, when we say there's something going on, it could be
It could
health
be anything.
related.
Yeah, yeah, it could be
So yeah,
anything.
so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
won't go to the what's that thing called? The plastic surgery route because there was some
Well,
time that she
I'm not saying that. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
that's the popular consensus, and I don't want to go there because her body, her rules, what she wants goes.
Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Why would they even go? that doesn't look like plastic surgery to me at all. Anyway,
She looks.
how do you do plastic surgery to get
People are
guns?
saying, some people are saying
It's gone.
surgery. I think that was the original
Oh,
thing
okay.
that caused it on Instagram, and even what's that lady talk? Megan Kelly had to open her mouth and say nonsense. So I don't know. Whatever is happening in Erin Moriarty, I just hope she's well. But yeah, what I meant weird was, and I don't want to say this because I feel this will show my leaning on the season so far. But yeah, let me keep this, and I'll talk about it when we
Okay.
when we get to it.
You
Okay,
already know my leaning on this season so far. But yeah.
let's go
Should we do
to
Butcher and Homelander or Homelander first?
Let's do Butcher. I want to take the villains afterwards. Let's do
yeah.
Butcher.
I first, let me just say quickly that I like what's happening with Butcher. I like
You
this
do?
more mellow Butcher.
They got
I've
you.
always felt this whole
They got you with the father-son thing, right?
yeah they
You
did.
always get it with that,
They
yeah.
always get him with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for stuff like that. Not on top tiers level in this case, but I just like the fact that he was like he opted against drugging the boy. You know, it was like having the connection with the boy was like, let me see if I can talk this boy down. You know, let me. There was something about the way the boy opened up to him that I think, and the weakness, the fear and the and the the fear and the tiredness that he saw in the boy that appealed to him. And it kind of reminded him of Lenny because he has been protective before. He's been protective to Huey, he's been protective to Lenny. It's just he's someone that he's, apart from being self-destructive, he's also about the mission, about the end goal. And the end goal for so long has been destroying Homelander and the Supes. So I like the fact that even in this boy, he can see that the boy is a child and a human being first, rather than a suit. So we're like, okay, let me talk to the guy. I liked that. I don't know whether it's going to come back and bite him in the ass. He is feeling his mortality now with the tumor that is in his head that
Yeah.
he's moving around. So that has sobered him the fuck up quickly. He's no longer in the boys. He's been kicked out by MM. But and he did tell MM that, look, you're gonna have to be a right cunt sometimes to lead these guys. Like you cannot be that Sarge that everybody likes. You are now the LT. So nobody, if they like you, they won't listen to you. Basically, I think I like this Homelander. The way, because the casual way the guy uses that C word, I'm like,
Butcher, you mean?
Butcher, sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butcher,
For,
Butcher, sorry.
for me, that scene with the kid, I like it for one reason. And I know you said talk him down, but in my view, the kid talked Butcher down.
Yeah.
And I like that because
Yeah.
when I was going into this show this season, I was scared because all the trailers I saw and how it last ended, that the boy had gone. Do you know what I mean? That we'd lost him.
Lost
Yeah.
cause. Yeah.
So I'm glad that no, he's still in touch with his humanity, and I think when he came to speak to Butcher realized that this guy is not a lost cause. He's struggling, and I like that. I mean, I did like the idea, the fact that this guy was willing to start off with, to just give him that cookie full of, I can't remember what it was full of, something that they think could kill. Was it the gas
Could
from?
knock him off. Yeah. No, they were supposed to knock him out.
No, it's like
Was it that gas?
elephant tranquilizer.
That's what it was. Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that scene. Yes, and I'm a sucker for dad's. Again, I'm a sucker for dad son scenes, and So yeah, I think that's a good scene. Do I like Butcher generally? I've never really liked Butcher as a character.
Yeah,
He's an
same,
asshole.
same.
He's
Too much.
he's the kind of person I know I would have laid out if I could. But I think he still remains almost true to his character. I don't think he's doing anything, in my view, deviating from what he was before. He's always had these moments of humanity, that's covered by this gruff exterior. What is this guy about?
Who?
Negan.
What?
Negan.
Jeopardy.
Morgan.
Yeah.
I think it's from what we are seeing, it's going to be the devil on Butcher's back.
Okay.
They work together in the past. So it's like they won't tell him Butcher, based on what I'm saying, trying to get him on the darker side here to kill, because they want to use the boy to kill Homelander.
Oh, well, actually, sorry, he did say that. I think he came out and said it.
Yeah, he said if he was his son and he died, he said he'll be sad, but he'll be proud of him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's like, yeah. So I think that's the arc for Butcher's story going forward,
Yeah.
wrestling with his past demons and trying to be a better person for the kid
Less than
and not
six
just pushing
months.
him. What?
Less than 6 months.
In less, and he's dying in less than 6 months.
Yeah.
At least that's what
Yeah.
we think is happening. It might
Yeah.
still, yeah. Who knows how long this show has? But yeah, so that's Butcher's story. So see, Butcher has his, like when you look at the boys,
Mm.
Butcher has a story this season, and it's like he's the only one that has a story this season. Every other person so far, we've touched on this earlier, they are just there.
They shoehorn them in. Yeah, they don't have stories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
this is
even so,
the
yeah, I agree. But
we have maybe Starlight has a story, but like the rest of the boys,
I don't write that story. I think even I don't write that story, and even Butcher's story is simply let's kill how to kill Homelander, how to kill Newman, how to kill Homelander, basically kill Soups. Is I don't
no, but
I
he has a new story this season. It's no longer just he has been how to kill Soup from season one,
yeah.
but this season is now dealing with I'm facing my mortality. How do I? What kind of legacy do I want to pass on through Ryan? How do I become a better father? So he's
Okay.
dealing with that as well.
Yeah, okay. I don't rate that story. I mean, yeah. Honestly, I keep on forgetting that he's dying. And then, oh yeah, he's got a tumor. Then I roll my eyes because yeah,
Because yeah,
yeah,
how many times have we seen that story before?
yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
Homelander.
Oh yeah.
think, yeah, I think for the heroes, I think this season so far. I mean, I'll put that caveat so far. They're
The
not they're not my main focus of
They're not
interest.
up to a good start. They're not up
They're
to a
not my
good start
focus.
at all.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other sides for my focus of interest. I've got a lot more interest in
Really?
in Homelander, in Firecracker, in Sage.
Really?
Yes,
Okay,
way more.
let's start with Homelander.
And Ryan, a lot more in Ryan with Ryan as well. So go on. Yeah, Homelander.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Let's start with Homelander. I'm not like I want to get what you like about Homelander this season because
No,
I
well, I was like Homelander for the fact that
can,
he's the worst of the worst.
can I start by
he's
saying
yeah.
Anthony Starr?
Oh, of course, killing it as usual.
He's killing it. Like you actually hate this guy. Like
Yeah,
the expression, the way he translates what he's feeling, his emotions,
yeah.
is still on point. I mean, I just have to give him that. But you guys go ahead.
It's interesting that this
Maybe
is the first season that we've seen him, that I've seen him, that I remember seeing him without his suit on. Because I remember there was a time that he was in bed and I was like, oh my
Oh
days,
yeah,
he's not
yeah,
wearing his
you
suit.
sleep with your suit here.
yeah.
No. He was this season that he wasn't wearing his suit. He
Yeah.
hung it on the back of
Yeah.
the chair. And then there was a time that he went out incognito as well, where he wore a hat and like
Yeah.
a jacket. And I was like, wow, this is the first time in 4 seasons that we've seen him not in the suit.
When he was wearing his suit, putting his suit on, did anybody think about the image from DC?
Where
No,
where had
no.
It didn't occur to
That
me.
image, yeah.
I did. I came straight into my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
I
see,
mean, I think I am going to contradict myself now. I think he's been consistently an asshole all the way through. Blah, blah. The one thing I don't like this season is one thing to make clear. I think it was in season 2 or 3 was that he was not a Nazi. You know, when that woman was saying certain things, you could see him almost like rolling his eyes in the background, you know, whatever, you know. But this season, he seems to be making statements that are too close to comfort towards that. No, he's making it generally like, oh, humans are below us, they're below us, you know. So, but he's saying it on a powered versus non-powered level, but the message is now almost very close to what my fura, my Nazi fura, what's her name?
was saying.
Stain. So it's a minor niggle, but when he made that statement to Ryan about security, you weren't.
It had never been about.
Yeah. I felt that a bit.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like you said, he has consistently been an asshole, but like I feel like this season is not the same as previous seasons. Like
I think he's going through some insecurities.
Well,
he has always been going.
Yeah, he's losing it. But he's been losing it since last season as well.
One.
Yeah.
True.
Like so he has always been dealing with this. Yeah. So I don't.
But
Yeah,
remember that I agree that he's been losing it since season 1.
Hmm.
But this season sees him facing something he's never seen before, which is growing old.
His white hair.
Gray hairs this season.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And they made a conscious choice of showing that and the
yeah.
impact it's having on him subtly. Where
and
he go on.
Yeah.
Red.
And then the VFX guys talked about removing his wrinkles using effect.
Oh,
I
that
don't
was
even think they were referring to him,
and he heard it.
but he
I
heard
don't
it.
think
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
he
they
heard
were
it.
referring, because they didn't
No, he
say
heard
him. They just said, "Oh, we spent money removing VFX." They were just saying in general.
Yeah.
Yes. No, because
And obviously
they're referring to the boy. They're talking about the boy. Like saying he
The
looks
movie.
good.
Yes.
And then they say, unlike when we have to remove wrinkles.
It's
and
Yeah,
million
that we spent
dollars.
9 million on removing wrinkles. Yeah, and you can
That
see
was
he's actually
cool,
keeping
yeah.
the gray hairs
yeah.
as well. He's having nightmares about. He's having his hallucinations have started again. So the guy is almost facing his own mortality as well in a different way from Butcher. Butcher's
Yeah.
is almost self-sabotage where he's been using
Yeah,
the
yeah.
drug, but this guy is now naturally growing old. And for someone who
Mhm.
had a god complex, he's like, ah,
I think that's
this
pushed him over
this
the
isn't
edge.
right. Yeah, it's kind of pushed him over the edge a little, even in his interactions with the boy. He's
Yeah.
That's I think what you just said, Kex. I didn't like Homeland decision, but what you just said is put a lot of things into perspective for me
Mm,
about his God complex and why he's acting the way he's acting this
yeah,
season.
yeah,
Because I found most of his actions this season to be very inconsistent with his
yes,
character. But when you put it into the fact that, oh yeah, I'm growing old and now I have to cover that fact up with the fact that I am superior to everybody else. And
Yeah.
that what so it makes more sense for me.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
and he has a son he's hoping will take over from him. And it's
While not
At the same
and
time, not
I
quite willing
yes.
to let go of the reins.
Go.
it's
Yes.
not exactly winning Dad of the Year awards.
Far from
And,
it.
and I think he also realizes he has nobody to turn to for help.
Yeah.
He looks around the table.
Yeah.
They're all yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah.
Two bags.
and
full.
that irritates him. That pisses him off more than
Yeah.
like we've never seen
Which-
that piss him off before.
Yeah, but which makes you laugh because when he does get somebody who he wants, who talks back, he stood there undermines that person.
Yeah.
It is his own self-defeating
Also,
asshole.
he wants someone that can talk back to him, but will shut up when he talks.
Yeah.
He had that with Maeve. That's why he likes Maeve a lot. He liked Maeve a lot, where he
Yes.
saw as maybe not an equal, but someone he
She
respected.
could push back. Yeah.
Someone that would push back at him, even though he was still going to do whatever he wanted. But with the rest of the boys, with the rest of the 7,
I mean, the sequence where he asks Deep to go suck A-Train, that was so uncomfortable. And he told
I
A-Train,
thought
yeah.
I was praying they
Okay,
would go
okay,
through it.
okay.
I was hoping they wouldn't. Yes.
Okay, so guys, we're four guys here. We're 4 guys here.
Yeah.
I was watching that scene, and I'll be honest, I'll put myself in that position.
I won't do it.
would
That
You'll
if I
kill him?
was
One of the two.
or A-Train.
No,
So I said,
you'll kill me.
guys,
no, listen,
guys,
the macho side
easier said than done.
exactly. The macho side
Because-
will say, I will die. We'll
See,
die.
If you've been in a situation where someone has pointed a gun at you, you realize
Red, let me, God forbid, even prison, in jail,
Yes,
I won't do it.
when if you say you
Okay.
won't, I'm just hoping. I obviously,
we
everybody
hope
has.
we will never be in that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I have a
Amen.
clear idea of certain lines I can't cross. I know.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Red, to that deal.
Up to that.
To that deal. Well, that scene was uncomfortable.
Like, and that shows how.
No, I think
out
that
of-
scene. Yes, sorry, go on. I was saying that
Okay,
scene.
continue, please.
I think that scene. I think for me, was a trigger point for A-Train.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was the
Yeah.
trigger point
Last straw for
yeah,
A-Train.
yeah,
But that scene shows how out of touch Homelander is. He wants people to stand up to him, but when you give that kind of command to people, he's not in that situation they can stand up to you.
Yeah.
Like no reasonable person
It's
that doesn't have would be able to say no
it's so
in
difficult.
that point.
Like
Yeah.
Ashley is like yes sir, and then she's like no sir. Like they don't know what he wants.
Yeah.
And he's like he wants someone to stand up to him. And she's like yes sir, I understand.
I
yeah,
just want to
will.
live.
Or
I want to live.
And
Yes,
I
that's two stairs.
It's a horrible, like, no wonder the girl is pulling her hair out and she can't even quit. Look at the
Yeah.
bit where he's
Strength-
talking to the girl and he's like, look, I promise, I swear I won't kill you. Just confess. Are you the one that has been giving secrets to?
Razor the-
And the second the girl says, I spoke to Starlight, this thing, he lasers her head off.
They didn't even let her finish.
And it was just to prove a point.
It wasn't even to prove a point. It's because he cannot control. He has impulse control issues.
Yeah,
No, it was to prove a point.
Okay,
That
what
was-
point was he trying to prove?
Like it was. What was the? There was something. We had a conversation earlier that
Yeah.
it can be petty too.
yeah. That's not
Yeah.
the point.
So
Being petty is not a point.
Yeah, but I don't think
For
it was a
him-
point. I think he just I don't know. The guy is a
Yeah.
funny chap. He wants, like you said, he wants people to stand up to him.
yes,
But
he has
he
killed
doesn't-
everybody
he doesn't-
that has
he
stood
can't
up to
handle
him.
it.
Yeah.
Like look at everybody that has stood up to him. He has killed them.
Exactly. Or gotten rid of them, like John
Yeah.
Esposito, John
Yeah.
Carlo.
Yeah.
He's-
Alright, okay.
but yeah, anything else about Homelander this episode?
Like watching about his mortality, I really like that. Like that's a really good story they're exploring.
Yeah, I do like that as well. I
Which
mean,
I get think about it now, and I didn't think about it, but I guess that they're trying to draw parallels with him and
Billy.
Butcher.
Yeah.
Butcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are always drawing parallels. Butcher is dying, he's
Yeah,
dying.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that's the whole point of the show.
And he meets
Just a
Butcher and he sees the tumor and he's like, "Oh, what have you got? 6 months?" Basically, he's telling Butcher that I'll outlive you. I'll just wait.
Yeah.
I won't even
Yeah.
kill you again. I won't even
Just a
go
quick-
after you or the boys. Sorry,
Just a
go on.
quick aside. When Ryan was playing that game, you guys see the fatality.
It was
Yeah, I
it
did.
was-
I did.
It was
That was
Then
Mortal
again, I
Kombat.
think that's how Mortal MK is. Wait,
Yeah,
what's-
that's MK for that world, that universe.
yeah.
I thought so too. I was like, this is too much now.
Was it through the rear end?
Yeah,
And from the eye.
God.
Oh, sorry, I laughed. Oh, that shows how twisted I was. Actually,
Okay, should we talk about the newbies, Firecracker
Yes.
and
No, we want to
Same.
talk about Black Noir first.
Black Noir?
The actor. This is,
No, that
this is
guy.
this is my
That guy
favorite new
giving me,
character.
was giving me
Yeah,
flash was giving me
Yeah.
flash vibes.
that guy,
Yeah,
I'm literally
yeah.
scared for him.
That guy is the real guy that is under pressure in this whole series right now because the guy doesn't even know what to do. He's like,
The
"Oh,
guy just
what
open-
this guy. He's
Etre will
in
be
this
like,
direction.
Etre will be like, you're doing too
You're
much.
doing too much."
You do-
Like you don't talk. Like
And then again, asks all sorts of questions in the middle of meetings. Okay, they'll kill you. Just keep quiet.
that's what he's telling him. Like you'll die.
Oh boy.
I don't know how out of touch that guy is. He doesn't realize how much things like in the
Yeah,
middle of some people having tense conversation, he'll go and meet Homelander. And so what am I
What's
supposed
my
to do?
motivation?
What's my
So-
motivation? What's my
Yeah.
motivation for this scene?
Is it-
Okay,
and
I'm so nervous for him. This guy, calm down. Just shut the fuck up. You know?
even in public, I also ran through the guy against was this part of it what I was supposed to do now? Etre was like, shut up, you don't talk.
Yeah,
It's
that
the
is
most
the guy that
comic
is-
comic relief for this particular show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
been surprisingly funny, and
Yeah.
but I actually find him nerve wracking watching him because I'm thinking at
yeah,
any moment.
yeah.
he's
going
Any
to die.
movement, it's
Yeah.
gonna go sideways.
I
And
really
they
hope
just
it leads
listen.
to the end of the series.
And they just
I hope
listen.
it-
Oh gosh, he is funny. He is
Yeah.
funny.
yeah, it's very funny. So yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. So
so
the
these
two
new
newbies,
girls, yeah, Sage and Firecracker.
Yes, I like
Seriously,
both of
let's
them.
start with Firecracker. I don't like either of them.
I like
I
both
like
of
I
them.
like
What did you say today?
I like crowd.
I don't like either of them.
I'm right beside you.
I like
both of them.
Firecracker's
At all.
I like Firecracker's motivation though.
Oh,
Yes,
I can
yes.
I can see it.
I don't like her.
Okay. So I don't like either of them, but I prefer the motivation of Firecracker.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
like
and
Firecracker's
even the
motivation. Yeah.
portrayal
But
because
Firecracker,
Sage, she doesn't strike me as she hasn't done anything that I found particularly.
she doesn't strike me as
smart.
intelligent.
Apart-
She doesn't
apart-
strike me
She has
as-
not done anything.
She's
my
just doing
opinion,
Sherlock.
except have a big mouth.
the smartest person in the world. I have not seen it. I haven't. There's nothing here that is particularly
To me,
Machiavellian or
Her smart.
10 steps ahead.
Her
It's
smart.
common sense.
No, her smart.
He's book smart.
It's
She
not
reads
smart.
books.
No,
She's not scared.
it's just deductive reasoning. It's just Sherlock.
Exactly.
There's nothing deductive about her reasoning. There's
No,
nothing
no,
deductive.
no. She can look at you
It's
and pick out stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. She exhibited
but
that.
she's not even that. She's not even that
She's
good.
not that good.
No, wait.
Why did she work out A Train?
Yeah.
Easily.
No, I know. But at least we're just saying that she's not.
Maybe
She's
she.
not.
Maybe she. Maybe
She's like
will.
she's like like political strategist. They'll be like, okay, if you
Yeah.
do this to this side, then we'll get a reaction. Then we'll be able to get more
Pretty much what she's
points in
doing.
the
Yeah.
polls.
Yeah.
I'm like, this girl is
But
not really smart.
look at how stupid she is. She had the boys captured, set up a time frame for them to capture, and then none of them got killed.
And then you still
Like
let
in
her.
in
I still, I
No,
still let
she's
the
her.
not.
I still
Oh,
let
and then,
her
like,
in.
like if you are smart, there's no way you would have the boys in that situation that you set up. Like she set up the trap, they
Yeah.
fell into the trap,
Yeah.
and they still got out without basically doing anything.
Without doing anything.
And you
She
still
was just
and,
like, okay,
and
kill
yes,
them, and then she just leaves.
And then she just left.
and you still reward Firecracker.
And you still reward Firecracker with the position in the set.
Because that was her way to get in.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
and she said, okay, Firecracker will throw Starlight off her game or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like,
really? Like it's not enough. It's not honestly, I thought her writing was very weak.
I still like the character. I just like the idea of
Mm.
this.
No,
She's
sorry,
not really a
sorry,
good character.
please.
She's
I
an
have
asshole.
questions.
is what?
I like the
She's
idea
an
of
ass as well.
I like the idea of a super smart character, but she's not super
Exactly.
smart.
Yeah.
No,
A
forget
super
super bad.
character.
But I like the character itself because I think she thinks she's super smart. She's a bit of an asshole,
Mhm.
but she's not even really doing the good job. But I like the fact that she thinks I'm above everybody here.
No, see,
Yeah.
that if she was smart, thinking I'm above everybody, and then she has flaws or she's blind, she has like some blind side that the audience knows about, but
Yeah.
it will be interesting. Like at least we have someone that is talking
Honestly,
to
to me,
women
she's
like,
just a sassy black woman. That's all she is. She doesn't really have sense.
I have questions.
Did you
Just
see?
have open mouth.
Did you see her in costume?
I
Not
mean,
impressed.
costume was
Not
terrible.
impressed.
No.
Not impressed.
I know what you're talking about, but
I know.
Okay, sorry.
Honestly, it wasn't that great.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't that. It was
Okay,
okay.
let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move
He
on.
is the only one that was impressed. It was okay.
I mean,
was
you know,
exactly-
you know of his persuasion already, so
was okay.
anything is.
Question: was that calamari she was eating?
Yes, fried
Yes.
calamari.
I don't know.
Oh, now I know. Now I get
Oh
it.
shit!
Now I
get
get
it as
it.
well. What the fuck?
When she was eating it, I thought it was chicken.
No,
But no, you said it.
It's the octopus.
It's calamari. Yeah, she's fried that. She's fried. What's the
She
name of
fried
that?
the octopus.
It's got a name.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Actually, I forgot the name. The
Yeah.
deep octopus.
Oh,
She
it's
fried it
funny.
and she fed.
and she read the then she shagged him on top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God. What if that was not actually her actually liking him, but an actual plan?
She's probably
It's
trying
a
to push him up.
plan,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's probably messing with his mind.
I mean, I don't know what kind of plan that could have been, but it can't be.
She's
Coincidence.
she's always
dumb plan.
strategizing. She's strategizing, right? So there has to be something.
Like in my mind, this is the plan. She wants to replace Deep's loyalty from the octopus to herself.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think she's planning against Homelander at any point?
I think so.
I think so.
I thought she was from the beginning, but now
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not
To
sure.
me, that would be the better story.
Yeah, I think so. Exactly.
Yeah,
That-
it's a better story.
I'm thinking so because like this is an obvious strong story here that you guys can do.
Yeah.
I offer an alternate take here. Because why would she kill the octopus and
Feed it to the deep.
make it and leave the murder weapon there. Murder weapon, I say loosely.
Yeah.
And would I want to say that would Deep not be able to recognize seafood, but you know, he probably doesn't eat seafood. Now I'm gonna no, he probably doesn't eat seafood because to him
Why would he?
he speaks to them, he understands them. So
Yeah,
for him,
it will be cannibalism.
like Aquaman eat fish. I don't know.
What does he eat? Shellfish.
Probably kale and like I don't know, like
Underwater kill.
maybe I don't know. I just wonder if Deep would eat seafood. But
But what's your theory? Your alternate theory?
very wild theory here.
Oh, shit.
I think she was attracted to Deep I think she had sex with him because she was attracted to him. Or I thought that she was faking it.
They had sex.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think she did it because she was attracted to him, and
There was the metal.
I think she lobotomized herself. She sounded a bit. She sounded
Dumb.
less smart. I think she dumbed down herself.
So can have sex with.
That guy.
And after that, what happened? She
I don't know.
came back as smart.
I don't know whether it regenerates. I don't
I
know. But
swear,
I think she lobotomized herself.
I hope to all the gods.
But she was kind of
No,
ditzy.
that
I
is
hope,
that is
almost
I hope to
She
all the
was
gods that
ditzy.
be that is not the story. Or I will just off my TV.
Okay.
what
I don't
Right?
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I won't be surprised because it fits into that scene a lot better. She was sounding ditzy,
She sounded
and
ditzy. She sounded off, and she was like the way a frat girl would look at someone and be licking her lips and what she
yeah.
was eating.
Yeah.
But
I don't
why
know.
would she do that
But
at this
I
point
I
in
don't know
time?
what her
which
end
which
game
I
is.
think, what are you trying to seduce him? Do you have some ultimate plan? I know that you talk about this calamari metal thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see next episode.
Let's see what
Let's
they
see
will
next
do.
episode.
But
But
yeah,
I don't find her a particularly great
sorry. What
addition.
about this guy, multiple man, and
oh god.
No, we'll come back to that. I want to talk
We'll
about
get
Fire.
to we'll get to
oh,
we'll get to
okay.
we'll
Get
get
to
to
it.
that. But Sage, I do not like this
I don't
character.
like
like
Sage.
I
I don't
actually
like
like
Sage.
her.
I don't like the
I
way she's written. I don't like the way she's acted. I don't like a lot of things about her.
think her
I
and
like-
are my favorites at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, like she's like for me, she's a worse Giancarlo. Giancarlo,
I like
he
Giancarlo.
didn't. No, she's a worse version of that character. Like when Giancarlo appeared, you knew he was smart. He was an extremely intelligent guy,
Yeah,
and he
yes.
could stand up to Homelander. He was having conversation as a peer with
A
Homelander.
human. Yes.
Yeah, she's supposed to be the soup equivalent of
Yeah,
I'm
but
super smart.
to me,
Yeah.
the difference is Giancarlo had power over Homelander.
No, but Giancarlo was actually sounded smart. Like he actually sounded, I know what I'm doing. She
but
doesn't sound like
I
that
think
at all.
he had that edge. She has no power over him. He could kill her.
She talks like she does. In that conversation,
But she
she's
doesn't.
always interrupting.
Yeah, but she doesn't. And we know she doesn't.
Yeah. No, but I'm like, she doesn't come up. Like what I'm saying is that
I get
we've had smart characters written in this show before.
yes.
But this is what I say. She's not that smart because she thinks because Homelander said I need somebody smart that he actually wants somebody smart. But yeah, constantly when you do your, and I'm doing air quotes, your smart plan, half the time it's Hollander that's wrecking the same plan. Constantly.
I mean,
But
there's a bit there where they talk in the what looks like a conference room in the skating rink, right?
Yeah.
AOC, and I'm like, why are you having this kind of a conversation here? Like it
Oh,
just felt
God.
like
God.
that whole
The whole scene
John
goes.
McClane. I was like, first of all,
that
Vince
was
are not that
bad.
big. I was like, this is
That was
bad.
Like,
that whole scene.
Homelander didn't
That whole
catch.
thing.
Remember in season 1, these guys, the boys had to in episode 1 of season 1, the boys had to hide out in this thing because we were afraid Homelander was searching the entire city for them. Like Homelander was flying through the entire city.
Homelander can hear his heartbeat.
Homelander can't see
would
a
not-
tree, or he can hear people talking about
He
something
would
far
not
away. And I was like,
He would not miss. He would not miss
Yeah,
this
that
guy.
was-
I was
Huey.
like, that entire sequence. I was like,
Yeah.
you want
It's
Huey to go
moronic.
there and eavesdrop? It was moronic. And the smartest person in the room too is in a place like that is not particularly secure.
In a
having
skating
an
ring.
open conversation. I was like, it was some of those things that was, and then when Huey now starts scrambling away, Homelander is like, I'm like, dude, you have X-ray vision now. Like,
and the way he's running out, and that he was outrun by Huey to get outside, and then
Outside.
and,
And then
and you can't hear the sonic boom of A-Train running with. I'm like, oh come on, what is this? Like, it was.
It was very bad. Yeah, I'm not sure why they are dropped. Like they really dropped the ball with that entire sequence, as far as I'm concerned. And like,
very
I'm
much so.
feeling that throughout the entire season so far. I don't know.
Same. I
And I think there's now a lot of focus on the, which makes it more like the comic. I won't lie. A lot more focus now on the shocking aspects or the violence.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that.
They're trying to
Okay.
Firecracker.
Okay.
Firecracker. Like Red said, I don't like the character, but
Our conversation with Starlight, I liked it, but I don't like her.
I don't like her. But Yeah, her motivation. I like her motivation. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
I,
very,
She
it's
doesn't
very,
have
very,
any real powers, but
I
she's
like
just
her.
yeah.
exciting violence and problems. She's creating.
Yeah.
Wait. What was the power again?
She
She
can
has
make a
like she can
firecracker. She
she can
can
she
snap.
can she
Oh
can,
yeah. Oh
uh,
God Almighty.
do like
Yeah.
a whiz bang pop with
But
her
I'm,
this thing.
but, I'm,
Literally a firecracker.
but I'm
Yes,
guessing she also still has
the
the advanced.
vulnerability and strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baseline because
Yeah.
she and Kimiko were going at it, and I was like,
Yeah.
even
Baseline.
even even for a soup, I thought Kimiko was high
On the higher level,
vulnerability,
yeah.
high tolerance, high strength, high regeneration.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Kimiko has like
high generation. That to me, that's a root superpower. It's the
mm,
regeneration bit.
okay,
Okay.
I don't think her baseline. It might be slightly above there, but I don't think
okay,
she's not crazily strong
Stronger than
everywhere.
those shots.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Because
yeah.
she and Kimiko were going at it, and I was like, Kimiko, beat
Yeah.
this bitch now. Like, what is going on here? I was a bit disappointed with how long that took. But all in all, and what she brings to the seven, I don't think she brings anything new to the seven. To be fair, I don't think she brings in
Well,
anything.
clearly not.
I
Look
mean,
at the past addition
desperate
to the
to have sex
seven.
with
Yeah.
with Homelander, who
Oh,
doesn't even like
he wasn't interested.
at not even in the slightest, like no, like less than zero. But
Was
yeah,
there any
she
new
started at
sorry.
stage to me
Was there any new addition to the seven in season 3?
after Homefront. What did they
Of
have?
course. Wait,
After Stormfront.
they held. I'm mixing this.
The held auditions.
With Gen V. I hope I'm not mixing that with Gen. They held
No,
edition to replace A Train. I don't know what happened to that. Daredevil got slapped. We had a Daredevil type.
That was season 2.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Maybe.
That's
Then,
Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil was
then last season was basically Captain America, right?
Okay.
So we didn't really have
We didn't really replace. Okay, yeah.
time for this.
Oh yeah, that was yeah, you're right. Soldier Boy.
Captain
Yeah,
Soldier Boy and the
Yeah,
and
that guy was tough. Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Again, look at
Now before we talk
Stormfront.
about
Look at the new
the
replacements.
new replacements, yeah, not
What's Stormfront?
no. Do you
Like
want to
I'm
talk
comparing
Oh, this. Yeah.
about Jimmy Madrox,
new ones, so yeah.
the multiple man? Do you want to talk about multiple man?
Who wants to take
Okay.
that
Okay.
one?
Let me ask.
I don't have the mouth for
Let me
it.
let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Was that scene fucking necessary?
So,
No.
so, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and I did not like any of these 3 episodes. I found
Okay.
myself watching and I was like, I found them very, very puerile and very immature and very trying to shock me with things. And I had to, after watching that, I was like, I went to check whether I was like, is this Kripke? Is he? I'm sorry, generalization. Don't be offended. But I was like, is this guy gay? Because he likes showing dicks a lot in like Gen V and like I'm like, it's true. Like we've seen a penis in every season
Right.
of
Okay.
of this thing.
Of
Either them
different
exploding or being
dimensions.
grabbed by small people in Gen V. Like remember we saw a live dick, and then in was it hedonism or which one that somebody went with
The snake one.
then we saw that guy with the dick snake dick, so sausage boy or whatever. I'm like, and then this one they were like those dicks everywhere. I was like, what is wrong with it? I was like, is he gay? And I was like, let me find his partner. Okay, he has a woman, Diane Kripke. I'm like, so what is the problem? I was not impressed.
Maybe it's closet gay.
I listen.
Maybe it's like Frenchie.
But I'm like, it's just too many.
Yeah, but
I
found
He has no. I
Yeah.
don't think. I think you're going a bit too far. He has not been doing shock value from season
no.
1.
Listen, but I agree. But these are like a lot of penises. So
I know, but like for a guy that is trying to top himself in terms of shock,
I think that's the issue. I think that's the issue.
You're crazy.
I think that's the issue. He's trying to top himself.
Yeah.
And,
So like,
I'm sorry,
okay,
I have no issue.
no, but it's too much. That scene was too much.
Some boobs would
it
be
was
nice.
yeah.
Like we haven't seen boobs in like since like season 2.
No, to him, boobs is lame.
No, but
yeah, even in Gen V, we didn't see any, but we saw
it's
dicks
not.
like twice.
It's
Why?
not. It's not shocking. It's not shocking.
Man, I was so upset at that scene because I was like, this is so unnecessary. Like you had no reason to put this here, and you had no reason to put this actor through this. Although he said he spoke with the guy before the scene, said the guy is a supernatural lawman. They've worked together, and he told the guy this was going to happen. The guy said, "No worries, I'm down for it." I'm like, it was. It was. I did not like these 3 episodes. I'm going to go ahead and just rate this 2 out of 5 now. Continue. Sorry.
Wait.
The two is because of
Where
past.
find out?
It's because of past stuff, past how I've liked the other seasons. But this season has been that was no need.
Nah,
No, there was
like
no payoff.
When
There
I
was
when I
no
say came
need.
on, I just looked at it. I said, this guy
When-
is going down the same routes as the comic.
They should
yeah,
have,
Yeah.
and yeah, to your point,
you see,
they should have finished it in season 4. Just
Shock
wrap this up.
for the sake of shock.
Right now,
it
this
should
is
be,
going.
this should be
This
the
should be
last. This
last
should have been the
Yeah,
last
this should
season.
have been the last
Like
season.
even
No,
last season,
Even
I
if they are
struggled
shooting
with
it
it.
back, it doesn't matter. Just kill it off. End
Yeah,
it. End it. End it. Sorry, you
like
guys wanted to talk about the pink eye and the guy. Why was
no,
he?
No, I don't have
no,
any.
Why would you do that?
no, we are done.
Why?
We're done.
we're
Why?
done. We don't need
Why?
to get
There's,
We don't need
details.
to get there.
why?
And sometimes when they even do these things, let's put the shock value to one side. The idea that he was doing that in that open place and when the door can be open didn't even make sense.
Exactly.
And because it's not like you're doing with somebody you just met there. You're doing it to yourself. You could go to your own house, lock the door, and be doing any caterpillar business on yourself to your house contents. So it's just it was a
Annoying.
stupid scene. Let's shock these guys. Let's just do this.
And then
And then they had the power. The guy picked the head.
fuck! Oh god!
When Kev said, "Is he gay?" That was not, when I was watching it. My feeling was I didn't feel that way. What I thought was this is kind of thing people watch that they'll say you're pushing an agenda because and if somebody like, well, let me use the word right wing because that's what the language people understand. But somebody, I can see why somebody will look at that episode and say they are pushing it.
Yeah.
To encourage it, to desensitize us to that kind of thing. And I also watch some because I found it very unnecessary. And I've watched a lot of things in the show, but that's the first time I thought, come on, God, calm down.
I found for me personally, I found everything they've done since season 1 to be unnecessary. Like every time they do it, it's like season 1, it was they are shocking us about how heroes are hedonist in private. Fine, but unnecessary. Every time they do it successively after that, I'm like, why?
So, I
it's out of place.
So I think my issue was I used to say to people, the show is a toned down version of the comic.
Oh, okay. So you felt, yeah.
So I felt, okay, it's not too bad. This episode, I felt was as worse as anything that was in the comic.
Yeah, it was rubbish. This was especially bad. Like, how can you okay, all right. Anything else that we wanted to touch on this?
Yeah, like I watched these 3 episodes.
Ryan, yeah,
Ryan. Oh, let's talk Ryan.
Yeah, I like this
one. Yeah,
I like this
I
kid.
think,
and I feel for him. I feel for him so badly.
Very, very, very much so.
I feel for him so badly.
He's getting messed up. They are messing him up mentally.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Would this show have been better if they've killed off most of the boys last season and just focus on Ryan and maybe Butcher and one of that boy?
Frenchie is my favorite character. So
If they use that character this season.
Okay, let
that
me
was my favorite character. So
Keep Kimiko. Let Kimiko be more.
I would have killed Mother's Milk.
Frenchie and Mother's Milk.
Frenchie.
Yeah.
I actually want to say Butcher as well, but no. Frenchie and Mother Milk at least kill those two.
Yeah.
Before
we enter this season.
And then you don't need all these side missions. You have less people to. You have no need to. You got a tighter
focus, tighter plot.
Yeah.
You actually give Huey and Starlight something to focus on because they are dealing with the loss of this thing. Because Anyway, on Kex to you, Orion, I think it's like they are now making him the central. He's coming to his own as the central character of this show, and from where they are going now, I think it's very clear what they think the ending should be. I'm very surprised. I didn't know. Up until now, I won't have cast Ryan as the eventual Superman figure. Like I think that's where they are going with the end of the show.
I think so, and I agree with you. prior to these 3 episodes, I thought, oh, this guy's gonna be an asshole kid as well. He's gonna be trouble.
Not even as okay. Maybe I thought he would just fuck off somewhere or would die or
No,
something.
I thought he'd be a problem. I did think it would be problematic, and I think the trailers was shot in a way that kind of
Like him
push that message home.
throwing that guy against the wall.
Yeah, but now when you watch it in reality, okay, this guy is conflicted. He's not into this,
Yeah.
which also doubled down on the cluelessness of Homelander. That he has no clue that what he did to this kid is not getting him what he wants.
Yeah, he's almost playing. He's almost playing dad. He's almost like he's like he's watching TV and seeing what dad. Okay, they play catch. They bring milk when the child is upset. But why are you still upset now?
Yeah.
This is ice cream. What's wrong with you? He doesn't understand.
He's doing that for himself, not for the
himself.
kid.
Not for the kid.
Yeah.
It's like I want to get the benefits of the father relationship, but not of the annoying parts that come with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what's his name? Ryan. Is like if they finally give us a character that is the moral compass of the show, or that is supposed to be the representative of the theme of what the show, like, is the message of the show, basically. Like, this is what our ideal version of this situation, superheroes, should be. Like, the balance between Butcher and Homelander. Like, when
by the way, Deep has died this season.
It won't.
By the way, what?
Deep
He won't. He didn't die. He didn't die when he was having his wife last season. He didn't die. Oh God.
I like Deep because he's so stupid.
I can't stand the guy. He annoys me to no end.
I've resigned myself to the fact that Deep is going to live through all of this.
The fact that he got angry that they took him away from that crime analysis lab. I felt if I slap you, like you knew what you were doing. Poor Armored Joy girl just got murdered.
Yeah. Okay.
But we need to talk on A-Train. Do we like what they're doing with A-Train?
I do.
I kind of do.
I do.
And I don't like the fact that I like it.
I hate redemption arcs. I always.
Because I'm forcing myself to remember what he did to his girlfriend.
I'm forcing myself to remember his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not just Huey's girl. They slashed her hand.
No, his own girlfriend. His own girlfriend.
His own girlfriend. Huey's
girl. That was
girl.
Pop Claw, right?
Yeah.
What
did you do with Pop Claw again?
Overdose that.
On purpose?
Yeah. He gave her the drugs and then let her die.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. His girlfriend that squeezed that guy's head between her thighs.
Yeah.
Even her head or something.
Yeah, that was an accident.
You'll be a better person now.
No.
But then he killed Huey's girl.
Yeah, but to me,
for that. Yeah.
To me,
Huey's death was an accident.
That was an accident. So I can forget that.
I can't forgive that. He never really repented.
But if you can say that was a decent and you forgive that, he should have gone to jail for it, or should have turned himself in.
No, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is,
I can see a redemption arc for killing Huey's girlfriend
by accident. But you murder somebody on purpose.
Yeah,
and he has not apologized for
that. Even his brother. His brother is in the wheelchair because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't that accidental as well? That he didn't.
No, it wasn't deliberate.
Yeah. So accidents I always forgive.
Yeah, he's always having accidents. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I can forgive accidents. What I can't forgive is what you did on purpose. Then there's no excuse. You can't even give me an excuse of accidents.
Yeah.
You understand?
And even forget doing it on purpose. He has not shown his remorse now is not for me. It's not coming from your place.
Okay,
where is it late? Yeah.
So where's it coming from? Is it coming from?
I don't know.
His nephews? Is it coming from the fact that where he finds himself?
I think it's where he finds himself.
That's the point. The show is trying to make it seem like it's from his nephews, but for me, I'm not buying. I don't buy it basically.
You know, Yoruba is a phrase that I think suits that guy. I hate it too.
That's where he is right now.
So yeah, I actually think that's where I think it's
what's that Yoruba? What's that English?
He's tired of life.
If things were rosy with him, and
yes.
I mean on the 7 and Homelander wasn't making life difficult for everybody.
Yeah.
You won't see the guy. The guy will be living his best life. Yeah. But Homelander has made life so difficult for him that the guy's
so miserable.
He's miserable. Imagine I'm supposed to work and you don't know if your guy is going to tell you to suck somebody's dick. Like, what the fuck is that?
So that is happening, and that is believable. They are also trying to make him, because if you
No,
see what they are doing with him, they are trying to make him a good guy. I think
yes,
that's the
exactly.
eventual.
Yes,
Either he
they're trying
sacrifices
to.
himself
Yes,
to in death, or he becomes a good hero at the end of the day
yes.
that redeems
I
himself.
mean, the
But
conversation with was supposed to be like, MM was supposed to be us
I
telling
reckon he
him
died.
that,
I reckon he
you know,
dies.
you
I,
reckon
Try,
he
I
dies?
yeah, I don't
try,
think he's, I don't think he's
yeah,
going to finish this,
trying to help
not this series,
Ryan.
this series. Oh, I don't know if he'll try to help Ryan. I don't
No,
know if he has a
Yeah.
relationship with him.
in the battle.
You think they'll kill the black hero?
They'll kill him, or
Why
he
not?
might kill it, or he might die trying to save someone, or
Why not?
something.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have
or
other milk.
outrun, or try to outrun Homelander, and then Homelander
Bothers me.
catch up with him. But yeah,
Okay, that's it.
anybody else?
No, but that's
No,
it.
no, no, no,
Okay,
no, no, no. Let's rate this.
That's it.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
already rated mine. So
What
Oh,
did you
so what
get?
was it again? 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of the two was goodwill from.
To be honest, as much as I've said a lot, I still enjoyed the 3 episodes. Maybe it might be not. I still enjoyed it, so I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm with Kexon too, because at the end of this 3 episodes, I was so happy. I've never been happier that this thing is going to end in season 5. I've never been happier. Like, it justified everything I've been saying about this show from the beginning, from season 3. So yeah, so I can't wait
Red,
for it to end.
Red, are you there?
I'm here.
He
Yeah,
gave
go
his
ahead.
Yeah.
score
I give my score.
2.3.
Oh, sorry, 2.3
Yeah,
because of Homelander, Ryan, and Butcher. The rest were tedious.
Okay.
I gotta
Okay,
go. Soon pick
all
up.
right, cool, no worries. All right,
Do you
cheers.
guys think this season is going to get better or worse?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. Wait and see. I don't know.
So the for me the challenge is it has a lot to overcome to get better. So a lot of really, really interesting, awesome things have to happen for this show to go up in my estimation now because these last 3 episodes have really, really upset me a bit. The
Ironically,
friendship piece,
yeah,
some of the really overly graphic, like that skating sequence where Homelander, you know, sla-
yeah.
slashes somebody with his eye beams or with his heat vision, and then the other guy, one guy is panicking and skating away, and he skates over
And he's
somebody's
just
hand.
killing people,
I
and
was
I'm
like,
like,
how I I detested that, and in his haste to save his own life,
he
he
killed
goes
so
past
many
someone's
people
hand
though.
and then he slashes somebody's throat. While I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
this is all unnecessary now. Like it's just this shock value that's supposed to be like, oh my god, and I was like, I felt very, this is ridiculous. So it has a lot to do to win me back. Will it get better? What do we have to look forward to? I don't know.
I find myself in the opposite side of this now. I used to find myself when I was watching Marvel shows
Mm,
where I was confident. Oh no, it's a master plan. It's very clever writing. They're gonna
And
do the
there's
A
no
B C D.
clever.
mm.
So now I'm thinking, clever writing can save this, but I'm in the camp now that I doubt it's gonna be that clever.
Yeah, it will have to be
Yeah,
like Sherlock Holmes clever for in order for this
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
to be saved. What do we have to look forward to? Okay, the sage and that bloody
Firecracker.
thing. No, no, say the thing that the bloody thing that was
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
uncovering what that
Yeah.
was.
So we need to, yeah. What is going on with that?
Um, Butcher, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and what he's trying to get Butcher to do because I want to know what there's more to it. I think he has a group of soups that work for him.
No,
Yeah,
not
think
soup.
I think it turns soups.
I think
I don't know. It's
I
just a
think
Oh,
feeling I
okay.
have. Like he has a nice
I
store.
think he's gonna have the X-Men.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah,
I
and
think he has like
in the comics they call
a
the G-Men,
clique.
and
No, I don't even remember him in the comics at all.
in the comics the X-Men are called
Yeah.
the G-Men.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
guy is like a CIA, which are the G-Men. I just got feeling that's how they're gonna bring those
The
The
G-Men.
characters.
X-Men in.
Yeah. Because he
Okay.
wants to turn
Yeah,
Ryan, not kill him.
yeah,
He wants to
yeah,
put
yeah.
him to
Hmm.
his side. So I have a feeling that he has a team of his own
I also think
boys.
Starlight's gonna power up. I mean, she's
Oh,
already
she's already powering up, boy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm bored.
I think there's something else that's gonna come with that because I
Her
know
powers are
she's
still big
struggling.
now.
She's still struggling with the flying bit. Who else is on this show? I don't know. The rest, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
Huey. I don't care what happens with Huey and his mom. I don't know unless they're gonna. I don't know. She's
like,
gonna.
I
What
missed.
value is she gonna bring into
Wait,
this?
do they still have V left?
Cop
No,
Out
they've done out with that storyline. I think
can't remember.
with last season.
Well, oh, sorry. The fact that it's killing Butcher
Which
Yeah, they've
means that
stopped.
one. Yeah, yeah, the one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, like I missed the boys of season 2, where you had a lot of clever storytelling. Not even like in terms of messages and themes. I don't think I'm going to see that here,
Mm,
and I really missed that.
mm.
I think season 2 was a high point of that kind of storytelling. That's
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Okay.
It is. It is. Now it's just X. Um,
yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So next week, I think we'll talk about more Superman, more of the boys. Um, anything
Anything
else?
else? Any
No.
comics you want to read? No.
Yeah, we have some comics. We have a lot of comics we can catch up on.
Right.
We're still reading the
Yeah.
Eisner books, so
So
we'll discuss and
I've started.
Okay, yeah.
So they've dropped the last issue of Gods. So I've gone back now. I'm reading it as a one big sit in one big sitting.
Oh,
oh, the last
okay.
issue
I'm
of
gonna.
book.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
pick it all up then.
So I'm reading. I literally started
Because I
today.
stopped at one.
Yeah, again from the beginning.
Okay, good. I
Okay.
will do that. Okay. Oh, you know what? We'll talk about gods next week.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
talk about gods next week. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Remember, this is Naija's Geeking Out. Remember to rate, like, subscribe on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we'll
Okay.
see you next week. Today,
Bye. See you guys next week.
that all.
Thanks for listening, and I'll see you later.